like it.
Hey, so welcome back. I'm here again with Jason. We're working on his tractor again. So the New Holland that was in the cab creation video. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, I'll put a link in the description below, and I highly recommend you check out the cab project he's working on. But one of the other issues he's had with this tractor was that the loader came with the bucket just pinned on. And if you're familiar with a loader system on most tractors, skid steers, things like that, it's usually there's a quick attach on, so it makes it easier to drop the bucket, put on pallet forks or grapple or whatever. This didn't have that. So Jason decided to tackle this project and put some quick attach on it. So we're kind of in the middle. There's no tractor here, but we're in a different shop today. We're going to show you what the progress is. The bucket's here and the adapter plates are going on. Let's check that out. So show us what you've done so far. We're mid-project right now as we're talking this through, but...
So here you can see we cut the pin bosses right off. And we'll weld the plate right on the back side of the bucket. These are what I cut off. The reason for this was I welded this on here before I cut those arms off to keep the distance. And I welded these on here for the same reason. And that way nothing changes. Those were in there originally as this one, so I won't lose any distances or widths or anything else on where it says on the tractor, and that way I'm able to do that without the tractor being here.
Right, because you don't have the pins, you don't have the loader arms here, so there's no way to tell easily. But
and the only thing, I am going to keep this on here. I'm going to notch it out for the arms and the quick attach arms, so that's kind of the way that's going to go in. I'm obviously going to notch those for that bump there and cut this off to fit down in there, and then we'll have to notch this out around for that there. I am going to keep this for strength, keep everything timed right as far as from side to side. I'll probably put a trailer ball or something right there, so when the bucket's off you can move a trailer around with it or something. I was going to clean these up a little bit. These are those Titan quick attach irons we were talking about.
I'll also show the link where those come from if you are interested in these. There's no affiliation, there's no sponsor or anything from Titan, but they're pretty nice because they come all ready to go, all ready to weld on, right?
Yeah, I'm pleased with the quality of them. I did move these arms around. They had the arms around the other way because obviously they're universal or whatever, but they're very well built and rugged. This is a quick attach plate that I just had. I don't really know 100% what the difference is. I mean, it's a 1/2 inch plate, obviously. We were kind of looking at that, and as you can see, there's quite a gap there. I don't know for what reason. There's some other skid steers and stuff here. We carried this out and tried them on the buckets and the attachments, and this seems to fit them good. Yeah, see, that fits out a lot better. I don't know why this is the distance it is between it, but that's okay. I'm probably going to either snip this off and move it down some, or just take a piece of, this is 1/2 inch. You can see that makes the difference up right there. So, one other issue we'll have here, as you can see, is these, where I heated these up, there was great big bulges in the bucket where they pushed on something, who knows what. But I heated those up and pounded them in, that's all great, but the bucket's got a big bulge in it. Right here. In here it's a quarter. And obviously I gotta put that plate on there flush. So I'm either gonna have to do some adjusting with like a 13-pound sledge, or we might shim it out a little bit or something, but we'll make it work regardless. But that's a little bit inconvenient right now because we don't really want to be welding a 1/4 or 3/8 inch gap on the sides. We want to get it in as far as we can get it, obviously.
Boy, that's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
Trim that little edge up.
So we took that nub off there, right?
Yep. And probably just shave it a touch on the other side too.
Okay.
Oh geez, that set right in there. A whole lot better.
Sure did.
Almost. That's all just how that's cut.
Yeah. So like I said, that'll grind up there. And I'll do that. I like it.
There's no play on the sides. And that's pretty tight.
That should work, shouldn't it?
That's perfect.
So this is obviously just an attachment we had here. We just tried it on it to see how the fitting would be.
You're gonna run this on your tractor?
Like to.
GPS guided grader for the cat skid steer. But as we talked about, these are all the same. This type of adapter.
There's talk of the cheaper ones will, like if you have a bucket on and you tip the bucket down and try to back drag, these will pop up and the bucket will unhook. I've never had it happen on a skid steer before, but I guess if you buy those knockoff attachment plates, they're known for doing that, I guess. That's why I went with a more expensive one. In looking at this, I'm happy because I don't see that it can do it. This is over center, obviously. That spring is collapsed, so there's nowhere for that pin to go, obviously. And I don't see there's going to be a big issue taking on and off.
I can imagine that if there was play up in here, then back dragging could shove it up into this tighter and make that pop out.
I think we're going to be safe in that scenario.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good fit.
I also wanted to look because I do want to put a trailer ball, but I think I'd be safe to do one even here, two different size ones or something. Something you can look out through and see it would be the best part about it. If you're sitting in the tractor, you look up through and see the trailer ball, you go up and snag.
Time to call it a night for the night.
Absolutely. That was a good night. Got a lot done. almost there. I'll run it out just a little bit, maybe. What's wrong with that?
Hey, we're back a few days later. We moved to a different shop here. We're back to Jason's garage, and the loader's pretty well finished up. Jason got the plate welded back on and got everything painted up. So tonight we came out and he got the bucket back home and where the back to his house where the tractor is, and got it mounted on. Got the new plates mounted onto the tractor, and then we pulled the bucket off the back of the truck, and here we are. So it's fit on. We've done a few test runs. There's a little issue with the leveling indicator that doesn't seem to be, it seems to be hitting one of those brackets over there, but that's an easy fix, I think. But otherwise, it's gone pretty well. It looks great. I see you got the trailer balls in.
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how it come out, actually. I put 2 trailer balls in it. I put an 1 7/8" and a 2-inch. I was gonna put a 2 5/16" in it, but any trailers I have that are 2 5/16" ball, I can usually move them with a 2-inch ball as well. So I just did that. So you can just have these arms up, and if you just wanted to run in and snag a trailer up and move it real quickly. I'm pretty happy with how it come out. The back of that bucket did have quite a big sweep in it. It was bowed way out in the back where they were pushing on stuff or something with it. And got that all out of it, and I ended up drilling 2 holes in that plate after I beat it with a hammer. And put 3/8 bolts in it and just pulled it in flush before I welded it. And that came out good and strong, and I just built that little hook on there to throw a chain in, throw a hook through and stuff. And
you said you ended up, we were showing earlier how this plate had a lot of play in it up in here, and so you can see he ended up taking this top piece, cut it off, and set it down a little bit. So now it's tight the way it should be.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason for that was. Whether that was a misprint or whether they flubbed up making it, or if that was supposed to be that way for a different style. To my knowledge, these are all the same, but I guess I could be wrong. But either way, we cut that off and lowered it, and everything seemed to fit good and work good. We got that little issue with the bucket leveler, which that just goes in there, but it's not a big deal. When it's in where it's supposed to be, this won't really go down all the way, as you can see. It's not a big deal. I could move it out like here on a little bracket. I think it would be fine. That's the only issue we had, really.
So also in the meantime, you snagged a new implement for this, right?
Correct.
So let's go check that out.
Absolutely.
We'll pull this bucket off, take it outside, pull the bucket off. It's dark out, so we're going to do the best we can with the lighting we got, but let's go put this thing into action.
Sounds great.
Let's say you made a good improvement on the tractor, and that really accomplished what you set out to do. Yeah, so this came off an eBay purchase, right?
Yeah, it was something cheap I found on eBay I had the forks, and I just grabbed that on there because I couldn't really build it for what that cost. So,
But it looks like, so these are, usually these skid steer plates are 45 inches wide interior.
on the inside, correct?
Yeah, and this one happens to be 44 and a half. So I think this is just going to be a simple fix. Cut the head off that. He's going to weld the bolt in. There's a nut on the back side of this anyway. So the bolt will just go through to the nut, and it'll be flush here, and then this will set in. Right now the problem is these won't latch because it's not set in all the way. But all right, well that's it for this little project. Pretty easy one. Mostly easy because I didn't do most of it. Jason did it, but pretty quick improvement on the tractor. So highly recommend if you guys have a pinned on bucket like that and make it turn into a quick attach. That's the way to go. So that's it for now, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.